Hey guys, it's me again. I'm going to be doing a long-awaited, well, I'm not particularly too sure on that, but kind of in my opinion, an anticipated comparison, a long-awaited one that's kind of frequently covered. I'm going to be comparing the two 8th generation handhelds that have been available for a bit now, with comparing the PlayStation Vita versus the new Nintendo 3DS, and which one, depending on what games you play, should you buy. This is not exactly a buyer's guide, so don't take my word for credit, because I probably wouldn't be the best at giving out opinions. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started with the hardware. You can see it's kind of predictable what's with the PlayStation Vita's hardware. There is a directional pad, which is very nice, very responsive. 2 analog sticks, select start, PlayStation home button, circle, cross, square, and triangle buttons, right and left triggers, which are probably pretty disappointing. I mean, I find them to be very, very clunky. Like, I don't know, they feel very mushy to me. But anyway, so that's the front of the system, complete with a 5-inch touchscreen, LCD touchscreen at like 950 by 550, no, 960 by 554, sorry. And then you go to the bottom, there's a micro USB port, 2 screws for, I think, for presumably for like opening up the system, a headphone jack, and a memory card port. Straight at the back of the system, there is a 0.3 megapixel camera, like there is at the front as well, which I forgot to mention, and a rear touchpad. You've seen it all before, guys. You've seen me use this system before. And I'm pretty sure, for those who have followed my channel for a while, the system you're probably looking forward to the most is the new Nintendo 3DS XL. Yes, I have it on charge, so what? Yeah, I've been using it a bit recently. But right off the bat, there are 2, not 1, there are 2 rear-facing cameras on the back. It's also the case at the front, where there happens to be one front-facing camera, which is also at 0.3 megapixels, like the rear, and there's also a face-tracking sensor for 3D, which works brilliantly, by the way. You can see at the bottom, there is a card port. If you're wondering what game is in there, it's Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS, because that's like my favorite game. That is like my must-have game for the system. Well, my personal one. Everybody has their own type of favorite game. Headphone jack, stylus port. The stylus is very nice. It suits the system well. See, it's just nice. It's just a nice size. Yeah, my hands are a little shaky. I'm not too sure why. Anyway, continuing from the bottom of the system, there's also a power button, which has a nice response. The system boots up very quickly for a handheld too. Very quickly. It boots up a bit faster than the Vita. Then there's like a charging LED and port button thing here, and there's a Wi-Fi thing there. Sorry, it's a little blurry. The camera's not focusing for some reason. And then there's the back provided. You can see charging port where my 3DS is currently charging. I'll remove the thing just so you can have a look. There's a charging port. I believe that is an IR port. Then you got L, R, ZL, and ZR buttons. These feel a lot better than the triggers on the Vita. Like, my god, it's not even a comparison in my opinion. They feel very unique. Anyway, you can tell by the kind of like the form factors of both handhelds. They are very unique. Let me just adjust the camera a little bit so you can see it a little better. They are both insanely unique handhelds in the way they look and the way they are. The games that are made from them, they're very unique. You can see I've just loaded Persona 4 in here. I won't actually fully play it, but yeah, you can see. To be honest, the 2 games listed here on both systems are my personal favorite games for each system. Even though I only own 2 games for the 3DS, my opinion might change that later in the year when Xenoblade and all them comes out. The thing I like about these 2 systems so much is that the few multi-platform games that they have are unique in different ways because of the dual screen setup here and the single screen dual analog stick setup here, whereas most 3DS owners still have the original 3DS without the C-stick in the corner here of my camera. Yeah, most people kind of use the different control schemes. And the fact that there are a ZL, R, L, R, ZL, and ZR buttons on the back here, what is only just the L and R buttons here, makes games very unique for each system. And Smash Bros. Runs like an absolute dream on here. I'm really impressed with how it runs. So if you're wondering, like for anybody here who's kind of new to each system, if you're wondering, which system should I buy? If you like Nintendo games, like Mario, Super Smash Bros., just do yourself a favor and get that. Because you're not going to, I mean, you will find games like that on here, but I don't personally find them as good. I mean, I've heard PlayStation Brawl All-Stars, or whatever that game's called. I've heard it's okay. Nothing incredible. But again, it's not, I mean, I haven't played it, so I can't really make a good opinion on it. But for like, if you want the Vita, go for the Vita. So yeah, go for the 3DS if you like Nintendo games pretty much. And you like games like Monster Hunter, Project X Zone, stuff like that. As for the Vita is probably best for kind of I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe, really. My closest word, if not a buzzword, and people have been overusing it a lot recently, my closest opinion of it, sorry if the camera's shaking, it could be a great system for a hardcore or niche gamer, I guess, because there's a lot of, like, you have games here, there are a lot of console to handheld, a lot of console ports here, like Persona 4 is a PlayStation 2 port, Arquebus Trip has a PlayStation 3 and 4 version, Dead or Alive is also on PlayStation 3 and 4, all those games are pretty unique and all that, and you got Need for Speed Most Wanted, which was a PS3 360 port. Yeah, to be honest, it's hard to decide. Ultimately, it's up to the person who wants to buy the system, and I don't want this video to be like a factor in deciding which system you buy. This is just merely a comparison. If you want to buy either one of the systems, I'd strongly recommend looking up games like the highest rated or most recommended games for each system and seeing which ones suit your fancy. I did that with both the Vita and the 3DS, and I love both systems. Well, anyway, guys, that's pretty much the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you all next time. Okay, see you later.